Lord. Okay, so just really quick, I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about how I have been inviting lately and how it's really, really been working for me. I am in the Push to Summit group with some of the leaders in the company. So I do not take credit for any of what I'm about to teach you right now. That all goes to Raina Odell. To be 100% honest, I have no idea if I can even share this with you, but I'm going to because duplication. So I am going to share my screen, and I'm so official. I made a fucking presentation. Let me just see how you fucking work this here. Can you guys see this? Yes? Okay, cool. So we're just going to talk about like simple inviting tonight and how it doesn't have to be hard. I feel like when it comes to inviting, number one, it's the most pushed off thing that everybody does in their business when it should really be one of the number one priorities because it's a vital. You have to do the behind the scenes work as well as the work up front. If you're not inviting people, you're not talking to people face to face per se about what this opportunity has to offer. And realistically, they don't know that you have something to offer. Yes, you can post on your stories and on your social media, like a whole post, but it has to capture their attention to know that you do have something to offer. So doing that behind the scenes work of inviting is what's going to get you to your goal. Let's see. Oh God. Okay. So, obviously, like, it's something that has to be done in your business every single day. It's a non-negotiable. And before I continue further, I really hope that you guys listen to the National Wake Up Call this week because it was fire. And I love how she just talked about, you know, the simplicity of everything, how it doesn't have to be hard. Really, like, I don't want to say this to sound bad, but like dumbing down your business almost. Like, you don't need another training. You don't need all the extra things. You just have to simplify it and do the work. So I want every single one of you to print this tracker if you have not. And I know I've said this the past 3 weeks on this call. Print it if you haven't, and let's all commit to doing it straight for the next 3 months and see what happens with our businesses. It's a really great tool, you guys, to really see, like, to help keep you on track, but also to look back at your weeks and see the areas where you need to improve. Maybe you're a boss at inviting, but you lack in recognition or something like that, you know? So please do that. Anyway, a couple common questions and thoughts about like inviting. At least this is kind of what I felt when I was a new coach. And sometimes like questions that still pop up in my head is, why does it seem so complicated? Why isn't it working for me? What can I do to improve? Who do I need to talk to? And what should I be saying? To address the first question, it's just like hitting emerald or hitting diamond or whatever. It's a mindset. If you think that it's hard and think that it's scary, it's going to be, because those feelings are just going to work themselves up inside you, and you're going to get that much more anxiety around having to invite. So make it seem like it's fun. Make it seem like you are going to meet like your newest rock star coach that day, or you're going to talk to so many amazing women who you have the potential to change their life. Have that mindset around it. Now, one thing is like, why isn't it working for me? So, I know for some newer coaches, you know, you're finding your groove on like how you should invite, what you should say, how to not word vomit on everybody. And the script I'm going to give you is really basic and generic for everyone. And it's not something that like you don't word vomit on people. But if I give you this, you guys, and it's not working, don't continue doing it if it's working for me. You know, like what may work for me right now may not work for you. This might not be something that works well for you, and that's okay. You just have to adjust and move on. What can you do to improve? If you need help on your scripts, you guys, please send them to me. If you feel like you've been sending scripts, say you've been doing 30 messages a day with the script that you're using and you're not getting any feedback, please send it to me and I'll tweak it for you. Every single invite or message that you send should be ending with a question. All right. Who do I need to be talking to? Everybody. Everybody that comes in contact with your page, whether they're liking your posts, watching your Instagram stories, or following you. You need to acknowledge these people. What you should be saying, I'm going to tell you that. So, oops. So I just put this here is like, and this is just my opinion and what I have heard lately from other coaches, and I feel like I've been hearing it a lot, just on like wake up calls, on training calls I've been watching, but gone are the days where we have to form people. Okay. You know, I mean, I know that a lot of people like to do the whole, oh, you know, what is your, like, what's your dog's name? Your baby's so cute. I love that shirt, blah, blah, blah. But we have businesses to run. Okay. So gone are the days that you have to sit and form people. You have every single right to reach out to every single person that comes into contact with your page, and ask them if they need help with anything, you know? And if they're there to just browse and are there for just inspiration, great. So what I've been saying, that's been working for me. This is exactly it. You guys can, if you want to like take a picture of this, screenshot, I mean, I'm recording it, I don't care. So to every single person that comes into contact with my page, I say this and I tweak it based on who I'm sending it to. So this is to somebody that is following me. Hey girlfriend, just wanted to shoot you a message and say thanks so much for following me. The support means the world to me, and I really hope my page inspires you in some way or another. Are you on a health and fitness journey too? Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I'm acknowledging them and I'm thanking them for following me, because every single person that follows me, I truly appreciate it. And I'm letting them know that. And telling them, you know, like I post inspirational things. Maybe that's what they're there for. And then they know some way or another that I'm into health and fitness by watching my stories or looking at my posts or my transformation or even just reading my bio. They know that I'm into health and fitness. So that's where I ask them, are you on a health and fitness journey of your own? I literally blast that out. I do 68 messages a day, because that's how much it takes for me to fill up 2 columns on a notebook. I do 68 messages a day with this. And then from there, they're going to have a few different responses. They're going to say something like, hey, yes, I am. And this is I kind of like tied this right here all into one. This is kind of how the conversation would go. Hey, yes, I am. I would respond back, that's awesome. How are things going for you? And if they say, great, I go into a coaching invite. That's so awesome, girl. For real, you need to do what I do. Have you ever thought about becoming an online health coach? Super easy way to just slide a coaching invite in there, you guys, without being like all word vomity of it. I'm just asking them if they've ever thought about it. They're into health and fitness. Why not get paid for it? You know? So if they say, hey, yes, I am. And I say, how's it going? Well, it's all right, blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is that's not working great for them. I'll go over here. Oh my gosh, girl, I totally get that. You should totally consider joining one of my accountability groups. What's that? And then I go on to email them information. So same thing here with the responses. No, I'm not on a health and fitness journey. No, but I should be. same thing. I totally get that, girl. You should totally consider joining one of my accountability groups. And they'll either say like, oh, what is that? What does that entail? Can you give me more information? Blah, 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 whatever. I say I can totally email you some info if you'd like. And they give me their email. Oops. Like I said, based on their response, I would either invite them to the coaching, like a coaching sneak peek that I have going on, or I'd get their email to send them more information. Super simple and super basic, you guys. I'm going to show you now the like snippets that I use to send to people. So we're just going to compose a message here. Can I make this bigger? No. Oh, yeah. You guys see that? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, so on Gmail, do you guys know that you have snippets, like little shortcut emails that you can use? So I have these all labeled, and this is kind of where I start. Instagram, email, bootcamp info is what I have this labeled as. So this will pop up. I'll enter their email here. It'll just be accountability group info. Hey girl, thanks so much for chatting with me over on Instagram, or if it was like on Facebook or whatever it is that you want to add in there. It's a little easier for me over here. Hope this works for you. Let's chat a little bit more about your goals and what you're hoping to accomplish. So here, I'm not giving them the information just right off the bat. I want to talk to them and see if I can really truly help them first before we kind of get into pricing, what is involved, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is where I'm forming my relationship with them. And I'm forming the relationship around health and fitness. I'll get to know them later on down the line, but I really want to see if there's anything that I can do to help them. So after I send them that, they'll email me back and like tell me their goals. Like some people spill their life story, whatever. Then I go into, I have them all labeled after they share their goals. Awesome. I'm so excited to see what I can do to help. Do you work out at all right now? They'll say yes or no, whatever. And then I go to the next one. And I literally go through these, you guys. This is what I say to everybody. They'll share their goals. Do they work out at all? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Great. Are you opposed to trying a workout at home? A lot of people are like, no, that would be so much more convenient for me. I'm not opposed to that, whatever. And then I want to get into their nutrition. Oops, that's not right. Don't mind home workouts. So awesome. What about your nutrition? Do you struggle with anything there? That kind of gives me an idea too when they share that, if I need to plug them into portion control or like something like To Be Mindset. My people personally, since I've been, kind of working my business for a while, a lot of my followers are my people. Portion control works better. But this gives you an idea if you do have somebody that struggles with, I eat so much until I feel full. I like having bigger meals. I don't have a great relationship with food. That's something where To Be Mindset could come into play and you can tell them about that. But just kind of in general right now, I've only been doing this like a week, you guys, but I've been having so many conversations. So I'll ask them what their nutrition struggles are. And then from there, I'll ask them, do you think you could follow a meal plan if one was provided to you? I tell them about, and this is like true for me. I know how hard it is to stay on track without a solid plan. I'm sure you guys can all agree. Without a solid nutrition plan, it's super hard to stay on track. Just knowing that you have some sort of plan, I think is so much easier to be more mindful about what you're putting in your body. So usually they'll like agree to a plan or be like, oh yeah, I'll try, I'll give it my best, blah, blah, blah. And this is where I give them the information. And I'm basically talking to them throughout this entire thing here. Like they haven't even told me no. Like they've already told me, yes, this is what we're doing. So that's super awesome to hear, girl. I'm so excited we connected. Having a solid plan to follow has helped me so much in my journey. I'm so excited to help you. Here's how it works. I'm going to get you set up with our package that allows you access to over 400 of our workouts so you can try one that you like. We'll try out multiple programs throughout your first week, then pick one for you to commit to. You get access for the entire year, meal planning, grocery list, recipes, portion containers, 1 meal a day with Shakeology included. It's $170. I say it's $170 because I'd rather not explain the whole, oh, it's $160 and then they don't have the containers anymore, so I'm going to add them in there for you. No, I just tell them it's $170 and I add those containers right in. And it includes everything I mentioned. I'll plug you into our challenge tracker app. You guys can switch this too based on how you run your boot camps if you're going to do it on Facebook. But I'll plug you into our challenge tracker app where you'll log in daily, tracking your workouts and shakes. We're going to have a huge group of women, blah, 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 blah. Are you in? If so, let's get started. I haven't had anybody commit yet. I'll be 100% honest with you guys. I haven't had anybody commit yet, but I will tell you, I have sent more of these in the past week than I have in the past 2 months of my business. Okay? Does that seem simple enough to duplicate? Okay. So I'm just going to stop this here. As far as like follow-ups and things like that go with people that aren't ready yet, whatever, I haven't really gotten to that part yet of how I'm going to go about that. But now that I have everybody's email, since I've transitioned from Facebook to email, I keep a log of who all I'm talking to, and I set a timer to follow up with them in a week. And basically I'll probably just say something like, hey, I just wanted to touch base. Have you thought any more about joining one of my accountability groups? I'd love to talk to you more about your goals and getting you started. Something really simple like that. If they don't respond again, I have a timer set for another week to follow up, and I'll just go from there. My plan is I'll follow up for 2 weeks. If I still don't hear anything back, I'll go to following up monthly. And then from there, I'll give them the option like, hey, just let me know if you want me to take you off my email list, So I'm giving people that out, but at the same time, I'm not overcomplicating things. I am letting them know that I have, something to offer and complimenting them in the beginning, like, thank you so much for following me. I super appreciate it. Can I give you more info, or, what are you struggling with? Finding out how I can help them and then giving them the information to make the decision if they want to do this or not, So really simple there. It's honestly been really fun for me just because I've been having so many conversations. I just love it. And I love getting to hear of not love getting to hear people's struggles. That sounds terrible, but you know what I mean? Like getting to know that there's a possibility that I could help change their life, So I want to just see, do you guys have any questions at all? I know I kind of flew through this, but that's really just how simple it is. So what's up?
So my question was, because we were talking about this earlier on the phone, we were talking about the tracker, all that kind of thing. My question is, who do we, because one of the things is recognizing people and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If we have anybody under our belt yet, who do we recognize and what do we do for that?
You can recognize people on the team. Honestly, I kind of want to start doing more stuff in our team page. Especially as you guys start to build and you start to earn more paychecks and things like that. I saw somebody do a Thankful Thursday in their team page each week. kind of stating how, you know, like what did this paycheck do for you this week? You know, did it pay for your groceries? Did it put a full tank of gas in your car? So even the littlest things like that should be celebrated. You can even ask in the team page, you know, even if somebody like gets emerald, shout them out on your story. Be like, oh my God, this girl on my team reached her first rank today. I'm so excited for her. It's so awesome. And tag her. She'll probably feel so incredible that you did that for her. You know, you can shout out, like, I know you were saying that you teamed up with Molly and I forgot the other girl's name, but like shout them out and be like, oh my God, look at my new success partners. We're going to be running our boot camp together. I'm so excited. You know, recognition, it's one of the things that, like, since using this tracker, I have to get better on it too. But even if it's just like, say Sarah throws up a post and you think it's really awesome, share her post on your page and be like, tap to view this. This girl on my team just shared it and it's literally gold. You know, it's just something as simple as that, like recognition and like shouting people out. It doesn't have to be as complicated as we think, because it really doesn't have to be people in your direct downline. You know, it can be anybody. Any other questions? So I know, Ashley, I know that you got on the call a little late, but we were saying before, I think I talked to you a little bit about the tracker, the Success Club tracker. We all are going to commit to doing that for 3 months and see where it takes our business. So I just wanted to let you know about that. But all right, well, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm gonna let you go because it's getting late. But I will try to get this call posted by tomorrow, so that way you guys can like go back through if you need to and like pause and, you know, screenshot those snippets and all that. But one thing to remember too, you guys, is like, if something like this or something in the scripts or the snippets or whatever, if it doesn't sound like you, if it's not your language, switch it up, you know, because even this, I've switched this up from what we were given in the group, you know, because I want to sound like me. I want to sound genuine. I want to sound like how people hear me talk on my story. And so just make sure that you do that. Just keep that in mind. If there's little things here and there that you want to add into it, do it. But just remember, this is something that's supposed to be really simple, and not like overpower, you know? So just keep that in mind. But all right, well, if there's no other questions, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a good night. I hope this was helpful, and I'll talk to you later.